So I'm very big into trying to create a habitat for the deer, and then also just providing plants and nutrition on the property. So these are little persimmons that I found at the campsite at Rough River, and then also a couple that we found down in Florida. So just trying to get a variety of different area local persimmons. Now, obviously, these will take a long time to grow before they'll actually start to produce fruit. But, I don't know if we have any persimmons out there on the property, and I'm thinking long term. So I got these starting to grow. They were just little seedlings when I first got them. So they're actually doing quite well. So that one right there is actually um, doing really well. So just figured I'd show you all that. Start getting out to the property. I got to think of a good strategic place to plant these persimmons. I mean, the deer love the persimmons. So we get out there on the property. Wherever we're going to set up a food plot or whatever, I'll try to put them on the outer edges of wherever we have the food plots. And with persimmons, you need a male and a female. So at this point in time, I don't know what I got here, but I'm hoping that might get lucky and have one of each, and getting them from various climates and locations. It's the American persimmon, but it'll also show that some of them are hardier and healthier than others. So maybe getting better plants. So I'll keep you posted on these though. So talking about these baby persimmons, one of the mistakes, or a couple of the mistakes that I've made with these, is I've actually over the years have gotten other persimmons from locations and planted them at the house that we were living, and they were doing really good. After about 3 years, they actually were about 3 to 4 feet tall. And when we decided to sell the house and buy our own property that we could live on, I wanted to take the persimmons with me. And the persimmons have a very, very long taproot, which is I would say about as long, or if not longer, than what the trunk is that you see coming up out of the soil. So I figured I could at least get most of that taproot. And as I uprooted the persimmons, not one of them, I had 5 of them that I uprooted, and not one of them made it through. So last year I basically got seeds, and I was starting them from seed, and I had 10 of them that sprouted, and they were growing well. But then going through the winter, we had winter down in single-digit temperatures, and the persimmons, I left them outside during 20-degree nights, and just the baby persimmons in these little plant trays did not make it through the cold spell. So if you plan on trying to grow persimmons, just make sure that if you got them in pots, to bring them inside. The roots can't really hold on to those cold temperatures if you're in the northern climates. So just a little food for thought, and I'll definitely be bringing these in this year, and I'll show you a little bit more on how I do that with my plants inside, making little irrigation trays underneath these that I can still water, and it drains down into a bucket. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Seeds and Arrows Frontier. It's exciting. I was out here just looking at the property, just doing a little bit of early morning scouting. I had to meet the
the electric company down here to talk about some trees that we're trying to take down for the driveway. But I was driving up the side of the hill and I was looking and I was like, these actually look like persimmon trees. Now they're little ones, but I guess I'm thinking they're kind of coming down the hillside, and I guess they've been kind of slowed up, stopped by the fence line right here. And so there must be a tree up there that's producing seeds that are dropping these seeds down here to be able to sprout. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. So, being into hunting, you know that around the first frost, the deer just eat persimmons up. So, I mean, if you can get a tree, I mean, it's golden. But I was really excited to see that. And I'm kind of curious to see what this is down here, because this also looks like a small fruit tree, maybe an apple tree. So we're just finding all types of things out here that are, there's got to be something. That looks like apple, maybe. So, maybe we'll get some blooms earlier than we thought, because we're planning on planting apple trees and pear trees, cherry trees. We're gonna have a whole orchard, but I think this will be far enough up. We want to have our pond right down here, and we're gonna gouge that out and then dam it up, take down some of these trees. But it's interesting. So, but I thought I'd share that with you all. You know, if you're into hunting, if not, enjoy the beautiful scenery out here. Doing a little bit of early scouting today. I stumbled upon some persimmons, but none of them had persimmons on it. I went out on a scout today, and to see, they're all like smaller trees, 5, 6 years old, maybe 2 or 3 years old. But as many as I was finding, got this fly around me. Anyways, but as many young persimmons as I was finding, I was confident that there was something on the property that was actually producing these seeds. And I've been searching and searching, found some other persimmons with no seeds right there. But guess what I just found? Pretty sure that's persimmon tree. And it's got little persimmons on it. Anyways, I'm gonna make my way over there. But I gotta get through all these thorns right here. So once I actually, now that I found this persimmon tree, I'm sure there's others in the area, but I at least want to be able to clear out some of this brush around it, and I'm gonna give it some tender loving care and some fertilizer for next year. And it's perfect because it's sitting right down from where I'm going to be putting my shoot house. So I'm so excited about this. If I can get past these thorns. I just really feel blessed about this land and this property. I think God just blessed us and knew what we were looking for. Here's another persimmon tree. Still a little persimmon tree, but man, for it being so small, it's loaded. So you see all this. And so this is right where I cleared out. This is right on the other side. The other one is over there. And this is where I put my path. My shooting lane coming down right here. I clear this area out. I'm going to be putting in a food plot down here. And up here at the top is where I'm going to have my shoot house. I was actually planning on having like a blind right there in that dark set of trees right there, so you get a closer shot for crossbow for the kids. But and shoot, I'll even hunt out of it myself. But that's still our property all the way over there on that side. You can just see the deer coming up the side of the hill here. So it's beautiful, beautiful land. There are several other persimmon plants that I'll be locating and taking care of, but I just feel so blessed to be able to, just have 2 of them that are producing. But as the hunting season goes around, I'm sure we'll find more and more with the grass dying off. But awesome. I consider this a success. But I can't wait to be hunting out here. But as many young trees as I was finding, you gotta be kidding me. Horsefly wants to make his debut. Let's send him to an early grave.